Listen, I'm going to be extremely honest with you. Never invest into real estate until you understand and actually implement these five crucial, and I mean crucial things into your real estate business. And whether you're a new investor, aspiring investor, or seasoned investor, these are things that will help you in your real estate journey. I started realizing that after every single deal, there was a lot of similarities, and I took them and I made them my principles for real estate investing. And I can promise you, if you just take these five things that I'm going to share with you, you're going to make a lot of money. But I'm also, aside from making money, you're also going to avoid many costly mistakes, and you will gain so much confidence to actually pull a trigger on your first or next real estate deal. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. And I got a couple notes here because I don't want to miss any important piece here. Starting off with the first one, I think the most important one that many real estate investors actually often overlook, that's going to be the neighborhood, specifically neighbors on each side. And I know a lot of investors often talk about that the numbers, when analyzing a deal, that's going to be the most important thing. And I absolutely agree, but to a certain extent. Because let's just say that you find an absolutely incredible deal, right? The deal makes sense, the numbers on paper make sense. But what if you have some crazy neighbors on just one side? That's going to break your entire deal. Why? Whether you're choosing to maybe wholesale it, whether you're going to be fix and flip it and come to sell it, that potential buyer is going to come in and they're going to say, I love the house, but that neighbor is going to give me some bad vibes. I'm going to move on to the next property. That's going to kill the deal. Or you're looking to rent a property out, right? And you have some crazy neighbors on the side. That's going to kill your investment property because any potential renter who comes in, they're also going to be thrown off by that thing, by the neighborhood. So neighborhood, more specifically, the neighbors on each side, or if you have a back neighbor or the front neighbors, are going to be one of the most crucial things you look out for when analyzing a deal. Not just the numbers, but specifically the neighbors. Which brings us on to number two, is the numbers. The numbers, once again, they are important, but that's why I put neighborhood as the first one. Numbers cannot lie and do not lie. So when you're analyzing a deal, you want to make sure that every single number is calculated. And of course, and I've told this to many of my peers and my students as well in the program, no calculator, no individual, no investor will ever tell you accurately how much profit you're going to make, how much you're going to spend on a deal, but at least you can get a sense using maybe an analyzer tool or some sort of deal analyzer that can give you a better idea of how much money you're going to make and how much it's going to cost to make that money. But really, if you boil it down to the most basic thing when it comes to real estate investing, is that you want to buy as low as possible. You make your money at the buy. Why? When you get a property for a discounted price, that just opens up so many doors down the road whether you want to sell it, whether you want to rent it out, wholesale it, flip it. It doesn't matter because you bought it low. Maybe somebody else comes along the way and they want to buy it for maybe a slightly higher price. You can sell it within a couple hours or a couple days and make that difference. But once again, when you boil it down to the most simplest form when it comes to real estate investing, when you buy low, then you're able to add some value to the property, whether that's increasing rents, whether that's remodeling it and renovating and making it look this beautiful home. Then you can potentially sell it, make that profit, make that difference. It just gives you so many opportunities when you buy low and your numbers tell a story. Oftentimes, I think when new investors get into the game, we try to bring in our emotions, our feelings. Oh, I love this property. I love the neighborhood it's in. And while that's nice to have to a certain extent, the feelings and emotions don't tell a full story. The numbers, it's what's going to make you money in this deal, not your feelings, not your emotions. And you can't let those emotions get to you. You can't fall in love with the property. You have to fall in love with the numbers that will eventually make you the money that you're looking for. Moving on to number three, keep it simple. This sounds so obvious to basically the entire world, but as humans, we tend to naturally overcomplicate everything. Specifically, new investors, we get overwhelmed because we think we have to know every step of the puzzle, every step of the process in order to take that first step into our first deal. The truth is, and what I've come to learn is that you don't have to know everything. I didn't know everything about construction. I didn't know everything about financing when I did my first deal. In fact, I didn't know anything. I pulled a trigger not knowing everything. But what that did give me was a confidence. After doing that first deal, I realized I made a lot of mistakes. But after going through the deal, I gained the skill sets, right? I gained the experience. I gained the knowledge around doing that deal, my first fix and flip deal. And that then translated over to my next deal. And once again, I didn't know everything, and I still don't. Every single day, every single deal is like a school. You learn something new. And that's what's most important. And it keeps a lot of people from investing into their first deal because they think that they need to know everything. When in reality, you learn the things along the way, deal after deal. And it's something so simple that you might think, oh, well, obviously I know that, but we don't take action on it. Keep it simple. That will allow you to get into your first deal and the next, and to build a portfolio that will actually help you build real wealth, leveraging real estate investing. Moving on to number 4, also another powerful one. I think all of these are important, right? But number 4 is people. More specifically, relationships. The relationship you build along your life, along the way, but also along your real estate investing journey. Oftentimes, I think we, as investors, tend to think that every other investor is competition, or any other person that wants to get into the business is competition. When in reality, we should leverage those relationships. They might send you deals that they don't want to take on, or you might send them deals. Some of our best deals have come from relationships that we've built along the way, whether that's title companies, escrow officers, other investors, other real estate agents, family, friends. It's people that make this business go round. And once you can understand that piece, that it's actually about people and not the properties themselves, you, my friend, will make a lot of money in this business. Moving on to number 5, and that's gonna be that real estate is risky, but only when you don't know what you're doing. You see, when you look at the industry as a whole, it is risky, like 1000%. That's something that not many investors are willing to accept or to comment on. But let's be honest, it's risky, but only when you don't know what you're doing, which is almost every single new or aspiring investor. Which is why oftentimes what I recommend, and other people recommend as well, is to partner up when you're just starting off. Somebody who does have experience and who does have a track record of actually making money, not just a track record of losing on deals, but when you can trust that person to guide you through the deal, whether that's your first or second deal, it's gonna give you all the confidence in the world, but also the skill set, the mindset also of how to approach a deal, and of course, the experience overall, to then go out and do your own real estate deals, and maybe to partner up on future deals with other new investors. You see, there comes a point when you start realizing that it's not about competition, but rather collaboration with other people in this business. There's money to go around, and that's something that I personally heavily promote in my coaching program. You see, I want other people to learn and gain these skills around real estate investing because I see the power behind it. It's changed my life, and I want it to be that piece that changes the life for other people. And if you are looking for that guidance, that one-on-one approach that actually gets you into your first deal or next deal, and you're not just looking for some course or some PDF, then I invite you to click the link below and schedule a call with me. And let's have a conversation if working together is the right fit for you. So just quickly to recap, number 1 is gonna be your neighborhood. It is crucial when it comes to investing in the right property. Number 2, numbers don't lie. Don't let those feelings get to you, those emotions. The numbers have to tell a story for you. Number 3, keep it simple. You don't have to know everything. Just start, take that first step. Number 4, relationships, people. It's about people, remember. And lastly, number 5, real estate is risky, but only when you don't know what you're doing. So get the right guidance from the right people to get you to where you want to go. I don't just believe that real estate is a powerful wealth building tool, because for me, it has actually proven to be just that. And as always, just remember, you get one life, so make it count. Peace.